Good morning all of you. Today we are going to discuss the next topic, that is microsporogenesis. Before that we know that is a anther. It is one of the male part, and it is one of the male gamete of the flowering plant. Okay, in that one process which is formed, that is the microsporogenesis. In that, what is meant by microsporogenesis? Microsporogenesis means the microspore, which is means each microspore of mother cell which is meiotically divided and it forms the microspore. It forms the numbers of tetrad or haploid microspore, that is called as the microsporogenesis. Okay, in that what happened, that is microsporogenesis. This microsporogenesis, in that the development of, we will discuss about the development of the male gametophyte, because microsporogenesis means what? Formation of microspore, and this microspore which is responsible to formation of male gamete. काय म्हणून करते तो? Male gamete of flowering plant. Then another important thing is that the microspore which is having one of the pollen grain, and this pollen grain which is made by different layer, it is called as a it is called as a sporoderm, and this sporoderm which is made by different two layer, that is exine and intine. This is inner side white color which is seen, that is intine, and outer yellow color this is tumhala, that is called as the exine. Okay, means this pollen grain which contains two layer, that is called as the sporoderm. This sporoderm which having exine and intine. Exine means outer layer and intine means inner layer of the pollen grain. Then inside that the cytoplasmic material is present, and this due to the mitotic division, the cytoplasmic material will be divided and it forms the male gametophyte, in which this exine which is thick in a nature or thin in a nature, and intine which is made by pectine and cellulose. It composed of the pectine and cellulose, and exine which is composed by the sporopollenine. Okay, this sporopollenine and this pollen grain which is mostly having different character, that is non-motile in a nature, haploid in a nature, unicellular and single nucleus. It contains the single nucleus. Okay, it is non-motile in a nature, means it does not move. Then it having unicellular in a nature and single nucleus is present. Okay, at the time of development of male gametophyte, this pollen grain which is divided through the mitotic process. Then in that, after the mitotic division, two cells are formed, means this material which is divided, and it forms the vegetative cell and the generative cell. It converts into that of the vegetative cell and generative cell. In that, this vegetative cell which is having to that of the larger than that of the generative cell, and it contains the rich in a food, means it supports to that of the food, that is it reach into that of the food material. Then another important thing, this generative cell which is divided into that of the generative nucleus. म्हणजे इथे काय होत आहे की सगळ्यात पहिले आपल्याला हे जे सायटोप्लाझमिक मटेरियल दिसलं, सिंगल न्यूक्लियस आहे, तो काय झाला, दोन सेल मध्ये डिवाइड झाला. डिवाइड झाल्यानंतर इथे व्हेजिटेटिव्ह सेल आणि जनरेटिव्ह सेल दिसतात. जनरेटिव्ह सेल जो आहे विथ दॅट ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस, म्हणजे न्यूक्लियस सोबत दिसेल, म्हणून इथे काय फॉर्म करणार, जनरेटिव्ह न्यूक्लियस विच इज सीन, अँड इन दॅट दिस नंबर्स ऑफ पोअर्स आर ऑल्सो सीन ऑन दॅट एक्साइन. म्हणजे इथे आपल्याला जे छोटे छोटे आउटर डर्म जे दिसत आहे, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द एक्साइन, अँड एक्साइन विच कंटेन्स नंबर्स ऑफ पोअर्स, अँड दिस पोअर्स विच इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर the pollination. That is through that of the pores pollination which is occurred. Okay, then second thing, in that this germ pore or this pores, it is also responsible to transfer inside the water. Then another important thing, this generative cell which is again mitotically and meiotically divided, and it form the male gamete. ते काय फॉर्म करणार आहे मेल गॅमेट. अँड दिस मेल गॅमेट विच इज हॅव्हिंग टू इन अ नंबर बिकॉज इट दिस मायक्रोस्पोर विच इज हॅव्हिंग टेट्राड हॅप्लॉइड इन अ नेचर. आपण जे हे बघितलं टीएस ऑफ अँथर त्यावेळेस आपल्याला 4 कंपार्टमेंट दिसले आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला 4 मायक्रोस्पोर फॉर्म होताना दिसले पोलन ग्रेनचे. तर त्याच्यामध्ये जे मायक्रोस्पोर आहे विच इज हॅव्हिंग इन टू टेट्राड हॅप्लॉइड इन अ नेचर सो दॅट इट कंटेन्स द 2 मेल गॅमेट. मीन्स जनरेटिव्ह सेल अगेन डिवाइड and it form the male gamete and this male gamete means after the formation of male gamete this intine which is comes outside. म्हणजे इथे काय होत आहे through that of pores it absorbs some of the atmospheric material and in that this one of the inner layer in time it is burst and it burst or absorb the water and it burst and it comes outside. म्हणजे इथे काय होत आहे यांनी जे इंटाईन लेअर आहे त्यांनी काय इंटाईन आतमध्ये जे मटेरियल आहे त्या तिथे काय झालं की वॉटर ॲड झालं. वॉटर ॲड झाल्यामुळे काय झालं की ती इंटाईन लेअर जी आहे ती ब्रश झाली आणि ब्रश झाल्यामुळे काय झालं एक पोलन ट्यूब फॉर्म झाली. पोलन ट्यूब फॉर्म होताना या मटेरियल म्हणजे हे जे आतमधले पोलन ट्यूब फॉर्म झाल्यामुळे जे आतमधले जे न्यूक्लियस होते कोण मेल गॅमेट्स होतं आणि न्यूक्लियस होतं ते काय झालं त्या ट्यूबमधून आपल्याला खाली येताना दिसले. आणि त्याच्यानंतर इथे काय दिसतंय पोलन ट्यूब इट फॉर्म अँड दिस पोलन ट्यूब विच कंटेन्स द ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस अँड 2 मेल गॅमेट. Okay, like that of structure which is seen into development of male gamete. Firstly, intine and exine layers are seen. After the mitotic and meiotic division, it convert into that of the vegetative cell and generative cell. Vegetative cell which is responsible to supply the food and generative cell which is responsible to formation of the male gamete. It is one of the important thing into that of the development of male gametophyte. And in that the nucleus which is divided means generative nucleus which is divided and it form the 2 male gamete. And after the formation of male gamete this intine layer which is burst due to the enter of water inside and with that of material this pollen tube which contains the 2 male gamete and the tube nucleus. म्हणजे ते मटेरियल जे आहे ते ट्यूब फॉर्म झाल्यामुळे ते काय होणार खाली येणार आणि म्हणून आपल्याला इथे मेल गॅमेट्स दिसतील. ठीक आहे ओके.